Well, good morning, class of 2020. This certainly isn't the graduation day that any of us expected, but we are determined to make this as special as possible for you and your families through this virtual conferring of diplomas for which we are gathered this morning and the drive up to receive your diploma later on today. A committee of alumni, under the direction of Mr. Leather, your 12th grade dean, are also putting together a senior week of activities of sorts, the week of July 20th, culminating with our commencement celebration right there on Van Brunt Field on July 24th. All these events will only occur if social distancing guidelines in the state of New Jersey allow them to. With your diploma today, you'll receive a program or an invitation of sorts of how the celebration on the 24th will look, just to give you an idea. Altogether, it's our hope that despite the restrictions placed on all of us by COVID-19, we can still celebrate your class and all your accomplishments before you all go your separate ways at the end of the summer. You are a class that deserves that. If I was giving my traditional commencement address, which I will do on July 24th, I would undoubtedly begin by telling you that you are graduating at an unprecedented time in our country's history. Amidst a global pandemic that we haven't seen in over a century and significant civil unrest we haven't seen since 1968, all occurring at the same time, it is not a stretch to say that times are acutely painful for all of us as human beings, but even more so for the Black community. To all people of color in the MKA community, I want you to know that we respect you, we value you, we stand by you, and we're grateful for all that you do. We commit to educating ourselves about racism, to listening, and to working towards dismantling the structures and practices that sustain it. It is work that is hard, but work that we welcome. And it is our hope that despite all of this, all members of the class of 2020 will be able to take the time today to celebrate your accomplishments, your voice, your resilience, and your courage through unprecedented times to persevere and get to this day, ready to take the knowledge you have gained from your 18 years or so of life to catapult you into the rest of your life. We are so proud of you and grateful for the time you've spent with us. Now, during our brief time together, Mr. Nammack and I will legally confer your diplomas. Mr. Hrab will read all of your names like he would have had we been in the church. And Mr. Nammack will have some closing remarks for you. In all, we shouldn't be more than about 30 minutes. While Mr. Hrab reads your names, your senior pictures will scroll across the screen, and the Montclair Orchestra, of which Mr. Hadjipetkoff is a member, will play Pomp and Circumstance, popular music heard at graduation ceremonies all around the world at this time of year. We don't traditionally play Pomp and Circumstance. We have other beautiful music typically played from a pipe organ and a brass quartet, but we felt it was fitting, particularly because Mr. Hadjipetkoff was involved, to play it as a backdrop while your names were read. Please pay particular attention to the processional order you were sent with this link. You should access Lloyd Road from Bloomfield Avenue and pull up, parking as far up on the curb without going past the main driveway to the front of the school as you can. If you're traveling from a distance and arrive earlier than your allotted window, please feel free to use Walden Lot or the Montclair Art Museum to wait. When you arrive to the top of the driveway, we ask that you, as the graduate, exit the car to receive your diploma and have your picture taken. We're sorry we can't have the entire family get out, but in order to adhere to social distancing guidelines, we have to ask your family to remain in the car. And please be aware that there is a Unity March today in Montclair, so Bloomfield Avenue, particularly down by the police station, may be shut down, so leave yourself plenty of time. We look forward to seeing you very soon. So without further ado, class of 2020, wherever you are, will you please rise? Mr. Nammack, I have the honor to present as candidates for graduation from the Montclair Kimberly Academy, as recommended by the faculty of the upper school.
Thank you, Dr. Flocco. Class of 2020, upon the recommendation of the upper school faculty and with the authority given to me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the diplomas that attest to your having met the requirements for graduation from Montclair Kimberly Academy. Congratulations. You may be seated wherever you are. And now Mr. Hrab will present the class of 2020.
Elizabeth Ann Appel Caraccioli. William Coyer Appel Caraccioli. Amna Perveen Arain. Daniel N. Arcilla. Asia Wayland Blair. William Michael Blake. Samantha Bodmer. Anna Evelyn Bradley. J.C. Johnson Brill. Aidan Weber Brundrett, cum laude. Luciano Calandra. Ava Capitelli. Olivia Noel Carter. Yusuf Asad Chima. Miles Robert Cherry. Alexander Dojyan Chan, cum laude. Alexander Jacob Christian. Michael Charles Christian. Haley Hart Serenza. John Paul Colbert, cum laude. Tiffany Brianna Crowley. Christina N. Kuzmai, cum laude. Kira F. Daly. Grant Alexander Davis. Harry William Davison, cum laude. Gabrielle Bush Delgado. Jack Harry DiLorenzo, Jenna Nee Donaldson, cum laude. Natalia Maria Eichmann, cum laude. Yasmin El Mosri, cum laude. David Alexander Felice. Jillian Hannah Fishback. Sydney Ryan Fishman. Jamie Alexis Fuchs, cum laude. Sarah Jane Gabriel. Armand H. Ganchi. Andrew Thomas Garofalo. Olivia Kate Gottlieb. Madison Courtney Green. Nahom Gabramariam Hagos, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Halvey, cum laude. Shay Ashley Hammond. Julia L. Hansen. Tristan Dane Holup, cum laude. Grace Catherine Huntington. Hannah Caroline Florence Jablons. Aaron Scott Jacobowitz. Cole Joseph Jacobson. Megha Jane. Ariana Kayla Jobst, cum laude. Lily Malan Jones. Catherine Grace Calais. Diana Kazarian, cum laude. Bennett Harry Knowles. Charles Henry Koenig, Maya Sophie Klapniewska, Arnell Jenna LaRose, cum laude. Kendall Lorraine Wilma Larrier, Isabella Liu, cum laude. Amanda Clarice Mack, Payman Ali Mahdi, Ainsley Virginia Manlow, Willa Min-Shin Marshall, Courtney Lynn McCants, Michelle Victoria Medawar, cum laude. Jamin Alexander Maestrich, Samuel Benjamin Moshiashvili, Lauren Isabel Mascarelli, Narina Nadia Nerahu, Sabrina Carmen Noble, Grace Elizabeth Nanin, John Bateman O'Connell, Matthew Joseph O'Donnell, Jr., Gina Rose Pacifico, Jonathan Park, Ilana Nan Perlmutter, Julia Rose Petroselli, Nina Louise Piccoli, Biren Kumar Pramanik, Alini Andrea Quintana, Narang Sanjeev Rajani, Benjamin Luis Hernandez Ribikoff, Alexis Avery Riley. Jasmine Alexis Rowe. Ryan Alexander Saltzman. Maria Sanchez Gomez Alvarez, cum laude. Parker T. Santo Domingo. Emily Grace Sasfai. Oshni J. Sawney. Milin Dean Sieve. Rohan Sinha. Rohit Sinha. Alina Renee Smith. Hunter Marshall Smith, cum laude. Evan Yu Yang Song. Nicholas Henry Steinmetz. Chloe Ross Stewart. Alexander Hussein Sylvander. Emily Sarah Talco, cum laude. David Samuel Wallace. Griffin Adler Weil. Sidney Drew Weinstein. Buyer Chase White, cum laude. Jack David Wilkin. Claire Lochran Willis. Natalie Grace Wilson. Daniel Levi Friedman Zinn. Kayla Natal Zer.
Members of the class of 2020, Dr. Flocco has explained how later today you will receive your diplomas and the other awards that some of you have earned. We will also present MKA sweaters. for your achievements in fine and performing arts, athletics, and high honors in academics. As a gift to acknowledge the class of 2020, we will also present MKA sweaters to all members of your class who do not already have an MKA sweater. For those sweaters, the traditional plaque that accompanies them will read simply, Class of 2020, Undaunted, because all of you are. At the same moment that we celebrate your graduation, you are welcomed into a lifelong friendship with MKA as alumni, joining over 6,000 people around the world, now stretching back as early as the classes of the 1930s, to whom you are connected through our ancestor schools, Montclair Academy, the Kimberly School, and Brookside. And since 1974, Montclair Kimberly Academy. Throughout your time at MKA and now in recent days, we have celebrated your accomplishments as members of the class of 2020. You have led and been a part of brilliant performances, of fierce and hard-won competitions and championships, of compelling moments of scholarship, and indelible gestures of friendship and compassion. I hope that the habits, discipline, and passion that gave rise to these achievements will never change, while you continue to grow and seek what it means to be your very best selves. I thank your parents, MKA's faculty, members of the Board of Trustees, the hundreds of volunteers, parents, and alumni who support MKA, as well as Dr. Flocco, and all members of the Administrative Council for creating the conditions that made possible your opportunities, your achievements, and your successes. Class of 2020, you are already in the world, yet we call this day Commencement because it is a beginning. You are more deliberately and formally stepping into the world stage at a most complex and unsettled time. In recent months, I have often thought about and tried to make meaning of a verse in the New Testament of the Bible from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. You did not create the most challenging conditions that humanity faces. Historians and others will attempt to account for who and what forces brought about all of the conditions of the modern world. We are not the authors of the actions of our ancestors. We have an obligation to understand and to treasure the sacrifices they made for us. And if necessary, we also have an obligation to confront their legacy. And that includes the cancer of racism and the devastating symptoms of violence. That is face to face. That is how each of us moves beyond, now I know in part, toward true understanding of the world and ourselves. For you and for me, meeting this obligation will reveal, even as also we are known. You are a source of confidence and of optimism for those around you. Your capacity to be lifelong friends and lifelong allies will light the path ahead for yourselves, for those around you, and those who will come after. Congratulations, and thank you, Class of 2020.